Hi, Kathy White, Certified Professional Ergonomist. I'm here today to talk to you about lighting. This is a topic we don't talk a lot about when it comes to ergonomics. Usually we're pretty focused on how to set up a workstation, but your environment is really important in having that proper design. A lot of times we talk about something called computer vision syndrome, and it could be a cluster of characteristics like fatigue. It could be tiredness in your eyes. It could even be headaches or indigestion that you're experiencing. It's actually related to your environmental lighting conditions. So let's talk a little bit about how to make sure that you're set up well so that you're not succumbing to any of those issues with computer vision syndrome. We'll start by talking about overall lighting. Hopefully, at home when you're working, you're in your own space, but you might be sharing space with somebody else. When it comes to how much lighting is comfortable for you, it can really be subjective, and you might need to work with whoever you're sharing space with to try to find a good overall lighting level that works well for both of you. Something to consider is maybe if somebody prefers dimmer lighting than you could try to supplement that with a task lighting option, and that way you get enough lighting, but that person doesn't experience computer vision syndrome for having too much lighting for themselves. The other thing you want to think about is glare. You probably have windows in your home, and that's great because having that exposure to the natural environment is a really good boost for your circadian rhythm. However, if you have a bright light coming in and you're facing that light, and you also have a screen that you're looking at, a lot of times there's some issues with the contrast from what's coming in and how bright that is versus your screen. And so you might start experiencing some issues as a result. This can happen if you're facing that light, and conversely, it can also happen if you're oriented where your back is facing the window and you're looking at a screen. Chances are you have some options to control this issue. One is that you orient yourself so that you're perpendicular to the window, like the way that I'm sitting here. The other option you probably have is, I bet you probably have blinds for your window, and you can just pull those down. You might have periods of time where the lighting is more indirect because it's overcast like it is right now for us, or you might have another time where it is a lot of sun that's coming in, and then you can just use those blinds. Now, you might have a situation for whatever reason you don't have blinds. You can start to get creative even if you're in a situation where you have to face that window. And this is something I've actually had people do. You have a piece of paper and you have a piece of tape and you just stick it up on your window. It's very simple and it can be very effective as well. The other thing you just want to make sure that you're doing to avoid any issues with tiredness and fatigue with your eyes is taking breaks every 20 minutes for 20 seconds, looking at a distant object about 20 feet away, just giving yourself that opportunity to take a break. If you wear contacts and you find that your eyes are just getting really dry, you might want to rotate in some time wearing your eyeglasses instead. And of course, you can always talk to your eye doctor if that dryness is something that's pervasive. Sometimes there are people that need computer glasses, and that can help avoid some of those eye strain issues as well. As always, follow the ergonomics guidelines for monitor placement and setup so that you can avoid any eye strain issues associated with that as well. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen. I hope you found this information helpful as you think about lighting and the design of your computer ergonomic work environment.